so I'm doing something that I think is a little bit radical. I've seen the Google Pixel Pro and I've decided that, hey, let me actually do a testing on this. And I've been an iPhone user for all of my life. My first phone, well, I remember transitioning from a BlackBerry, and then I made a transition to the iPhone. So for all of the years, I've always been an Apple fanboy. I use the Mac OS, I have the iPad, I have the Apple Watch. But today I'm actually looking at the Google Pixel 9 Pro, and hopefully I'll be able to just run some tests on this phone. So without further ado, let's hop into the unboxing of this. Now this has there's two stickers, one on the right, one on the left. And forgive me, I really don't know about Google's phone, but today I'm gonna find out. Come on. Okay, that was a painful process. Okay, all right, so this looks like some paper type of box, and let me just get the phone out. Ooh. Okay, looks good. Looks like the iPhone. Feels just like the iPhone, to be honest with you. It feels just like the iPhone, and this is, I believe it's like a black color. In the box you get two things. I see that we have a USB cable which is able to charge this device, and then along with that we have, this looks like the manual and also the key ejector, well, the pin ejector for your phone. All right, let me get this out. Okay, all right, and for the most appealing process for most people will be to get this out of this, and as we could see, it has some, I guess you use your fingerprint for charging, and the power button which is right here. So I'm not sure how to actually do this, and I'll do just this, which is probably not the correct way. This really looks like an iPhone. To be honest with you, looking at this phone, it does look and feel like an iPhone, even with the smooth curve on this. This is my first phone, so I don't really know much about this particular phone. All right, so we have the power button, and this looks like the volume button. And let me just drag my iPhone into the frame, and I'll just take it out. The case is Casetify. If you're looking at it, I will have the links for this item down in the description below, and just look at the comparison with these two phones. Looks really like an iPhone, especially with the logo in the back, the G and the Apple logo. And if you actually look at the edges at these, even, I don't know what you would call this, but having this on the iPhone and also this on the Google phone has the same look to it. But I truly like the design of this at the back. I know most people may not like this, but this looks pretty cool to me, but looks like an iPhone. So let me just power this on. Let's see, how do you power this on? Just like this? Okay. All right, so I just finished the setup process with this phone. I had one issue while I was doing this setup. Actually, when I plugged the cables in the iPhone, I was doing it via the USB-C cable that they provided. When I plugged it into the iPhone, once the iPhone closed, it, the pairing process stopped. But when I unlocked my iPhone, it couldn't even recognize the phone again. But apart from that, the phone setup was a breeze. Apart from that, just small hiccup that I had in the setup process. So far, I'm just trying to get used to the different gesture controls. What is actually fast and responsive is the using your thumb to actually unlock this phone. It is very fast and snappy. But I also want to point out that the screen side of this is a little bit larger than my iPhone 15 Pro Max. So for my iPhone, the screen size is 6.7, while this is 6.8. So this is a little bit larger. However, you can't even tell the difference with this. But this, as I said while doing the unboxing, really looks like and resembles an iPhone. Even with the edges, just the finish on this really looks like an iPhone. And also the brightness on this phone is a little bit brighter than my iPhone. I could tell just using this. I want you guys to hear the audio quality of this. I'm actually just gonna make a quick phone call just so you guys could hear the speakers on this. Let's see if she will be picking up. I'm ringing. Oh, and I'm used to having the volume button and up on the, I want to say the right side of the phone, but on the Pixel it is actually on the opposite side, so it is actually a little bit getting used to. I'm actually now using my thumb to do this. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me. So how does the microphone on this sound so far? Like, just how does it sound?
It sounds good. It sounds like the phone I have already now.
Okay, all right. So she also has an iPhone, so it does sound like an iPhone. And you guys could also hear the speaker on this. Just say something so I could just put this up to my microphone so people could hear how the speaker sounds.
Alrighty, I'm saying something.
All right, thank you. Alrighty, so the sun's out and I'm using the front facing camera on this. Let me know how the video quality is. I also have the settings up that I'm using, but so far just looking at this footage, it looks very good. I'm not sure if you'll be able to do YouTube videos with this, but just look at this, and I just walked into the shade. Also, the audio that you're actually hearing is coming straight out of this phone. And let me just go to the 1.4, which is zoomed in a little bit more, and just look at, I mean, the shadows and everything looks really good on this. It kind of has, to me, it has that, I don't know what to describe it, but I'm not sure if I love the filtering or whatever they have on this. Okay, now I'm using the back facing camera. One of the biggest deciding factors that can make or break a phone for most people is the camera quality. I've got a challenge for you today. I'm going to show you a set of photos side by side, one from phone A, which will be on the left, and the other from phone B on the right. Before I reveal which phone took which photo, I want you to be the judge. Drop your answer in the comments below and be honest. Yes, be honest. No bias, no filters, just raw, straight out of the camera shots. Now let's see if the photos that you pick actually matches the big reveal. And just the user experience of this is very nice. With the haptic feedback, it's very responsive. It kind of really feels like an iOS app. I don't know what I expected from using an Android phone, but this is my first Android phone in probably over 15 years. And I want to say, like, just the user experience coming from iOS and just like a couple hours with this, I'm easily able to go through like the gesture controls, like swiping up and just, you know, swiping back and forth and closing out the apps, similar to what we do in iOS. So far the experience is very good on this phone. Man, I just came back from running my errands, and I must say, like, with this phone, you better have a case on this because it's so slippery. Like I have it on my shorts or like just on my clothes, it just slides off easily. So I don't even think I could rock this phone without a case. So I'm gonna see if I could purchase a case for this thing. You know, I had to try that Add Me feature that I've been seeing all over social media, and to be honest with you, it works. However, I personally think that some of these AI features are gimmicky at this point, but hey, I'm looking forward to see what other people will be using them to create. If you have made it to the end of this video, as always, peace out, God bless, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.